Hello and welcome to another video tutorial where we're going to create a score object. We're going to add a score value to the Asteroid script. We're going to add a score method to the game manager and an update score method to the game manager. And then we're going to call the manager.addScore from the Asteroid script. So the first thing you're going to do is we're just going to right click and we are going to go to UI. And then we're going to use TextMesh Pro. We're going to change the name of that to score text. Then score text, we're going to change this to score with maybe a colon there. Then we're going to click on this and we're going to hold the Alt key down and we're going to pick this one. So then it put it up on the top right up here, which is really nice. I think what I would like to do though is I would like to change the font size. Okay, so I made it a bit bigger. I'm probably going to take the X position, I'm going to move it in just a hair. And I'm going to take the Y position, I'm going to move it down a hair. So it looks pretty good right there. That is our score text object. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our Asteroid script. So we're going to go down here to my Asteroids, and yours will probably be called Asteroid. Mine's called Asteroid 2. I'm going to open it in Visual Studio. And we have to determine how much each asteroid is worth. So I'm going to make each asteroid worth 1 point. I'm going to go into this spot right here, up where the variables are, right at the top of the class. And I'm going to say public. I want to make it public so that I can change it if I want to. And it's going to be an int because it's just a number for a score. And I'm going to call it score value using camel typing. And I'm going to say it's equal to 1. So I'm going to make every time I kill an asteroid or destroy an asteroid, I'm going to get 1 point. I already have a private Game Manager 2. Yours will be just called Game Manager and then Manager. Then I'm just going to hit Control S. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Game Manager script. So again, yours will probably be called Game Manager. Mine's called Game Manager 2. We will start off. Okay, we need to add using Unity Engine UI, and I need to add using TM Pro for TextMesh Pro. So if you haven't added that, add using TextMesh Pro and using Unity UI. Down into our variables inside the class, we need to use a public TextMesh Pro GUI. And then we're going to call it score text and semicolon. Then we also need a private int score. Then we are going to make two methods called add score and update score. So let's do add score first. So we're going to go below all our methods. We got public void endgame, public void restart, and I'm going to press enter. And this one is going to be a public void add score. It's a method, so we're going to start it with a capital. And this is where it's going to take some parameters. But as usual, try and just set up your curly brackets first because it's a method. Now we are going to add an int new score value. So we are always going to take in the new score value, which will always be 1 because it is being run. Our asteroid is going to be 1. When you do enemy ships later, that will have a different score value. Score is going to be score plus equals new score value, semicolon. So that's saying score is going to be equal to score, whatever the score was, plus the new score value. Then from there, we are going to call a new method, which I'm going to make in a second, call it update score. And when you're calling, you don't need the curly brackets, you need a semicolon on the end. It's throwing an error because we haven't made this method yet. All right, so in update score, so that's going to be a void update score It's a method, so it is going to be start with the capital letters. And of course, we need our curly brackets after. Now, our update score is going to grab that score text object. So I'm going to go score text dot text is equal to a string of text, which we're going to just say score with a colon. And I'm probably going to put a space there as well. And then plus, so we're concatenating with, we've got to take the score dot to string because it's an int, and to show it in a text value, we got to change it to string. And that needs a set of brackets because toString is a method and a semicolon. So now we've got this all set up. Now what we need to do is we need to go back to the Asteroid script. Again, I'm using Asteroid 2. You're probably using Asteroid. And we are going to call that score method. So we've got to go down into the Asteroid, and where the laser destroys the game object, at that point, we need to add a point. So here, we're going to call manager dot, and we're going to go add score. And it should be score value, okay? Because we set up here the score value to be 1. So every time the laser destroys a asteroid, then we're going to go to the manager script and we're going to add a score. We're going to go Control S, make sure they're all saved. We're going to go back into Unity and we're going to have to set up a few things. So in the game manager, there's a score text. So what we have to do is we have to grab that score text and drop it into there. Control S, and we'll play. And you can see we're adding our score every time we destroy an asteroid. Thanks for watching.